All right, what is up? I'm going to do another one of these quick one takes. See how this one goes as well. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I just did one the other day. So this one comes from a gentleman that's asking about, he's 22 years old. He wants to know how to have more success with women. His question is, let me grab it here. Hey, Richard, I've been watching your channel some time. I'm 22. I've struggled to find successful women. I work in a decent $40,000 a year job. I'm a full-time student. My self-care is top-notch, and I know where I'm heading in terms of a career. I feel like I've everything going for me except my dating life. I think a large part of it is because I let my insecurities bug me. I had man boobs, which required surgery to get rid of, which I got done. Good for you, brother. I do feel way more comfortable with myself, and I exude more self-confidence, he's saying, in the dating field. But he wants to know how to be more confident because he's beginning to feel the pressure from friends who have more success with women than what he feels he has. I'm going to tell you a little story. Um, Sex ed class. It was like, I don't know, we were 16 or 17 years old at the time, and the teacher put a survey out in the classroom basically asking all the kids one question, and it was, had you had sex? And my impression before the survey went out was everybody in the room was banging. I was not at the time. I was a virgin until I was like 19 years old. But my impression was everybody in the room was banging except for me. And goes around, takes the survey, shares it with the class. It was anonymous. There was no names on it. At the end, at a classroom of 28 people, there were two people that indicated that they were having some sexy time. One of them was my best friend sitting beside me, and I knew he was getting laid because I could hear him banging his girlfriend. We would hang out sometimes. But the other person was me, and I had obviously lied. So I capitulated, like I surrendered to the peer pressure of thinking that I needed to do better with women. When the truth of the matter was nobody was doing any better than I was except for my friend. So that being said, the perception of your friends perhaps having more pressure on you from their successful women is probably not entirely true. Guys lie about the kind of success they have with women. They'll make up stories and tell you things that their girlfriends will do that they may or may not do or only do part of. It might be a vision or fantasy in their head, but don't believe too much of that hype. Now, you sent me this message on Facebook. I'm looking at your profile because I can click to view profile. You look like a decent stand-up guy that's got their shit together. Self-care looks pretty good. Nothing wrong with picking up heavier things and putting them down and working on your body because as you strengthen your body, you strengthen your mind and your confidence. It's never going to do any bad for you. So keep doing that sort of stuff. Don't be afraid to lift heavy. That being said, I don't know if you're using the online dating or the swiping stuff, but if you're using a picture like you have on your Facebook profile, the douchey one of you standing in front of the car, hey, look at the $200,000 Porsche. It's probably not mine, I'm guessing. That never does you any favors with women. If you're like for whatever reason, women already know what you look like. Like anytime you're doing the bathroom selfies with your shirt off, you don't need to do that. I've talked to a lot of female friends of mine that I just love getting into deep conversations about stuff like this because I learn so much from them. You don't need to take off your shirt and pose. They think it's douchey, it's unattractive, it's not something that they're into. In fact, it repels them. Same thing with cars. If you take douchey pictures in front of like nice cars, they either know one, you're a douche, or two, it's not yours and you're posing beside it. Either way, they generally don't impress women if it's a pose. Now, that being said, if you're driving and the top's down and the wind's kind of in your hair and you got some good beats going on and there's a picture of you enjoying that, that's different because that's natural. It's not a pose. If you're at the beach and you've got your shirt off and you're playing volleyball and you're setting up and somebody captures that picture, that's different. That's not a pose. So I'm not sure if that's the sort of stuff that you're using when you're trying to approach women when it comes to apps and dating, things like that. But I would get rid of shit like that and replace it with something that's a little more, how do you say, easy on their eyes, less douchey. Okay. Um, use stuff like that. Now, as far as the pressure that you're talking about, I wouldn't worry about it too much, man. Just keep doing what you're doing. There's a video that I did which you can go check out. I'll put a card for it. I think it's How to Know If a Woman Likes You. There's basically receptive, passive, and unreceptive women. Go watch it if you haven't seen it. It will shed a ton of insight and put things in perspective for you. Further to that, just keep doing what you're doing, man. You're 22 years old. Sounds like you've got your head on straight. Sounds like you've made some pretty good choices. Don't be too hard on yourself about where you are right now in the dating world with women. Just keep at it. I'm not a stylist. Me personally, I don't give a fuck what women think of my clothing, my hair. I mean, I don't have hair. I just shave my head, right? I exude confidence, and confidence comes from time. It comes from within. It comes from not giving a fuck about what other people think. It just comes from being. Okay. There's another video I did called "Be Do Have." I'll try to find the card and put that up. If not, go look for it. But it comes from just being who you are. One thing that I hear constantly from women when I'm dating is they're always amazed by like the level of comfort I am that I have in my skin with who I am, with where I am in my life, with my thinking, with my choices, all that stuff. It's echoed time and time again. Women tend to appreciate that. I'm nothing to look at, dude. Like okay, yeah, maybe you see my videos and you think, oh, this guy's got some subscribers and he's got some shit going on and he's got some money. Okay, fine, but all of that stuff that attracts women comes from within. It's not going to come from posing in front of a $200,000 sports car and then setting up a Tinder profile. It's not going to come from comparing yourself to other people's best. There's a saying that goes, and women often do this to their boyfriends, is they tend to compare their girlfriend spouse's best to your worst. Maybe your worst is you leave your socks on the floor, and their best is, their girlfriend's friend's best is that they screw on the cat better on a toothpaste than you do. You got to stop comparing yourself to other people and just be yourself. Own who you are. If you have flaws that you need to work on, you recognize you had man tits and you got that fixed. If you have flaws that you can work on, fix them. It's as simple as that. And then just carry on, keep doing it. But stop being so hard on yourself, brother. I hope you got some value out of this video. It's kind of a new format that I'm testing to see what you guys think of these types of quick one takes. I can bang out way more of these way quicker. If you like them, give them a thumbs up. Put a comment below, guys, if there's something that you think that the subscriber should hear from you or a story you want to share. Tell it, down in the comments. Let us know what you think. Is there a lesson that you learned along the way? Is there somebody that might need to see this video to get some value out of it? Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment below. Thanks for checking out the video. Have an awesome day. We'll talk to you guys later. Peace.